Hello everyone. Imagine yourself savoring a fragrant Turkish baklava. Doesn't that soft, rich texture make it irresistible? Today, we're going to explore this iconic dessert in depth. Sweet and crispy, layered to perfection, it hails all the way from Turkey. Welcome to the CHIU STYLE channel. I'm your host, and today we'll dive into the origin story of Turkish baklava, uncovering the history and cultural charm behind this classic dessert. Before we begin our baklava journey, let's first take a look at the basics of this dessert. Baklava, also known as Turkish nut pastry, is a layered, crispy treat with a golden, enticing appearance. When you bite into it, the crunch combines with the sweet honey syrup seeping into the nuts, a heavenly experience. Not only is it a treasured national dessert of Turkey, but it also has countless fans around the world. But did you know? Baklava didn't appear overnight. Its history spans centuries of evolution and cultural accumulation. Let's start by exploring its origins. The origins of baklava can be traced back to ancient times. Some scholars believe its earliest inspiration came from the Assyrian Empire. Back then, people layered unleavened flatbreads with crushed nuts, creating a simple prototype of a sweet treat. Doesn't that sound a bit like our modern layered pastries? However, the baklava we know today gradually took shape about 500 years ago, during the Ottoman Empire. This vast empire stretched across Europe and Asia, and its palace kitchens brought together culinary traditions from Byzantine, Persian, and Turkic regions. Over time, these influences blended to form the baklava we recognize today. Imagine this, in those days, baklava wasn't an everyday street snack. It was a palace delicacy, served only during important festivals and celebrations, symbolizing sweetness and joy. Speaking of the Ottoman Empire, we can't skip over the year 1473, the moment when baklava was first officially recorded in the archives of the Topkapi Palace. In the royal kitchen logs, baklava was described as a dessert made of thin layers of yufka pastry stacked with nuts and syrup, specially prepared to entertain guests and celebrate banquets. The yufka pastry is at the heart of Turkish culinary tradition, paper-thin and requiring incredible skill to make. From this, we can see how baklava evolved from a simple sweet into a symbol of imperial culture. Naturally, this makes us wonder, what role did baklava actually play in the Ottoman court? Let's dive deeper. During the Ottoman era, baklava wasn't just a delight for the taste buds, it was a central part of social and ceremonial life. For example, during the holy month of Ramadan, the Sultan would have large quantities of baklava prepared and presented to the janissaries and soldiers in a grand event known as the Baklava Alai, or Baklava Parade. It was a magnificent ceremony, rows of soldiers lined up to receive the Sultan's gift. The baklava symbolized gratitude and reward for their loyalty. Imagine the scene, soldiers holding trays of warm baklava, the air filled with the aroma of honey and nuts. It wasn't just food, it was a symbol of unity and honor. This tradition continued into the 18th century, when baklava making had become a specialized craft. Only highly trained master chefs were allowed to make it. Using long, thin rolling pins, they would stretch the dough until it was as thin as rose petals, sometimes layering nearly 100 sheets. It demanded extraordinary patience and experience, a level of artistry that no machine could ever replicate. Now, let's talk about how baklava is made, the very heart of its irresistible charm. Traditional baklava is crafted by layering sheets of yufka pastry, often more than 10 layers thick, with finely chopped nuts such as pistachios, walnuts, or almonds in between. Then, honey or syrup is poured over it before it's baked to a golden crisp. This process demands exceptional craftsmanship. Each layer must be evenly thin and delicate, or the texture will fall short. The Turks believe that a perfect baklava should make a crisp crack sound when bitten into, with syrup seeping through every layer, blending sweetness with the rich aroma of nuts. This artistry is not only a triumph of culinary skill but also a reflection of the Turkish love for life and their devotion to detail. From preparation to enjoyment, every step of baklava carries a story, which is why it remains an essential part of Turkish family gatherings and celebrations. Of course, the cultural significance of baklava isn't confined to Turkey alone. As the Ottoman Empire expanded, baklava spread across the Middle East, the Mediterranean, and the Balkans. In these regions, it evolved into different variations. The Greek version often features more walnuts, while the Lebanese version highlights almonds, yet the essence of flaky layers and sweetness remains unchanged. Today, baklava has captivated taste buds around the world with its unique flavor and rich texture. Modern adaptations even reduce sugar and butter, making it a treat that health-conscious people can enjoy too. Just think about it, from ancient Assyria to modern dining tables, how many transformations has baklava gone through? It's more than just food, it's a living witness to history. As we share these fascinating stories from history, I have to recommend the perfect pairing. When you're enjoying the sweet, flaky layers of Turkish baklava, try it with a cup of Zen Green Tea. It's a heavenly combination. Zen Green Tea is made from 100% pure green tea leaves, grown in the misty highlands of Anhui, China, at elevations between 1,500 and 4,900 feet. The rich soil and foggy mountain air infuse the leaves with the essence of nature, creating a clean, refreshing herbal aroma. Just imagine this, the sweetness and crispness of baklava balanced by the subtle bitterness and smooth finish of Zen Green Tea. That harmony awakens your taste buds and feels as indulgent as having royal afternoon tea in an Ottoman palace. Zen Green Tea doesn't just cut through the richness of baklava, it also energizes your mind and brings a calming, meditative sense of peace. So you can savor both history and serenity with every sip. If you haven't tried it yet, this is definitely a combo worth experiencing. Click the link in the description and grab your Zen Green Tea today. It'll bring a touch of surprise and delight to your everyday. Aside from all the serious history, let's talk about some fun stories surrounding baklava. In the Ottoman court, the baklava alay wasn't just a parade, it often came with music and dancing. Soldiers would cheer loudly as they received their trays of baklava, turning it into a vibrant and joyful tradition unique to Turkish culture. There are even legends saying that some sultans would hide gold coins inside the baklava as a surprise reward. Little stories like these transformed baklava from a simple dessert into a living cultural symbol. Through these tales, we can see how baklava became woven into everyday life, a sweet way for Turkish people to express love and share happiness. In summary, baklava is far more than a delight for the taste buds, it's a symbol of Turkey's rich history and culture. From its ancient origins to its perfection during the Ottoman Empire, and now its global popularity, every bite carries the essence of patience, tradition, and joy. Whether served at royal banquets or family gatherings, baklava always brings people together through its sweetness. I hope today's episode gave you a deeper appreciation for this timeless dessert. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell on the CHIU Style channel, so you won't miss the next amazing story. See you next time.